What is up?
What? Wrong show. What's going on, Shane? How's it going, my brother?
Oh man, it's going good. And I seen some people in chat thinking Chris was going to be back on. I'm sorry to disappoint you. It's Brian and I filling in for Chris. Chris is still in a rehab type situation, physical rehab that is, not anything else. But Brian, man, what's been up, man? It's been a long time since I've seen you on a live.
Physical rehab that we know of. This is like an honor. Like you're not a guest on one of my shows. Like we're co-hosting something. Like I feel so privileged.
Yeah, man.
Wow, I'm so irrelevant, and it's like I've stepped up. That I am now here with the man, the myth, the small town exotic himself.
On the Fat Man Nation channel. Man, this is a weird twist of events, huh?
Actually, funny story. I think I've told it a few times on different episodes. Do you remember doing the live with the Fat Man on Instagram Live years ago?
Oh yeah.
So that's what really connected me to both of you was that live, that content. By any chance, is that available?
Man, it might be on my Instagram somewhere. I don't know.
I don't know if they save it.
That was 2020, so that's going on. That's coming up to 6 years ago.
Well, that's what brought this whole thing together, and I think that was maybe possibly was it right after or before you campaigned?
Man, I don't. It was right in that time period. I think it was. I think it was before I did my my actual 15-minute lame segment before the campaign is the way I remember it. I could be wrong.
Well, I just want to say that was definitely an amazing interview. That the realness that came out of that, and that kind of segues us into what we're doing here tonight. If you're watching this and you're on this live now, you most likely know what's going on. We're talking about the 15 minutes of lame competition. Lame. Hit him one time. Okay. What year is this, Shane?
We're in 2025.
What year? What year of the competition?
This would be year 5. There has been
6.
This is year 6. All right.
You know,
this is year 6 because there's been 5 winners so far. So this will be the sixth competition, and yeah, I'm excited, man. Tonight we're doing the introduction of the judges.
But it's a little different this year, guys. In the past, and Shane, you're the first winner, correct? No.
Yeah. I was going to ask a question and answer it myself too. Like, what gives you the right to sit in for Chris? Because I am the original winner. That's why. That's why I'm sitting in for Chris. All right, guys. So,
so you look at that pin right there. That's the honorary Fat Man pin. I'm the first one to ever receive that pin, and it's written in Chris's will that if and unfortunately, when he were to pass at some time in life, he passes down everything to me.
Oh, wow. You got to gain some weight then to fit the show title, Fat Man.
Or cut off a leg. But you did win it the first year. I did predict that you were going to win it the first year. So this year we're doing something different, right? Chris is doing something different. I have never been a judge. I have never been in the competition. But this year, in the past, it was winners, right? Outside of the first year, every year had the reigning champion as a judge, correct?
First 2 years did not have judges, and then after that, there's been judges, and they were past winners or something to that effect. And yeah, this year we're using past contestants.
So can we just pull up Gecko Diva's comment? And guys, we are so rude. I haven't done a show in so long. I didn't even say hello. I didn't greet anyone. I didn't see who was in the comments. Shane is just rude and just plowed through everybody. All right, but we're gonna circle back to that after this comment. But I will take this, okay? Thank you, Crystal. Every year I picked the winner, including you. So you're welcome.
Thank you.
Why don't we say hello to some people in the live right now that's here in the chat that are giving us their time and that are helping keep this. This is actually like, and I know he hates it, but it's like a movement, and there's a whole journey. As much as Chris hates that word, the journey, but there's been a journey to this point. You don't run anything annually for 6 years in a row without there being a journey, without having that evolution, without seeing how it's changed. And I'm excited about the change this year. So why don't we scroll up and say hi to some people, man? Say hello, man. Don't be so shy.
Well, I can't see the chat on my screen, so hi everybody.
Oh, there you go. So I'm gonna say hi to Michael Duval. What's up, Michael Duval? We got Husbandry Pro. Look at this. Shane, you got some history with them. And of course, Jay, who's been going hard, and him and Chris have some history there. HJS Serpents, what's up? Hope you guys are rocking. Lace White. One Fu? Oh man. Sorry if I killed that. Well, what's up? Lace White? Feel free to jump in anytime, Shane, but you can't read.
Catalina Morph Mixer. Ashley, what's up, Ashley? Thanks for coming by. Jamie from Graceful Pythons. What's up, Jamie? Thank you for stopping by. And I can't read that one. Firehouse Morphs. What's up? Thank you. So we got some contestants and some normal people in the chat. So what's up, everyone? Morph Forge is in the house.
Well, it's really good to see all of you guys jumping in.
There's a past winner, Paul. Pollywog's in the house.
Paul was good. Large Marge Morphs was my biggest fear, picking him to win. He was the long shot. He was the one that I just had that feeling in my gut. It's like, I don't know if you ever play fantasy football or anything like that.
No, I live in a fantasy, so like that's my everyday occurrence for me.
Well, I went against my gut a couple of weeks ago, and I left somebody on the bench, and every 100% of all pros were against my gut. So I went with the pros, and yeah. Well, look, Large Marge Morphs. I had that feeling in my gut, and somehow he won it, and he proved everyone else right. He didn't deserve it, and I was wrong, but at least I picked the winner. I love you, Paulie.
We got Haley in here too. What's up, Haley?
So we got some Canadians up in there. You got to give love to the Gecko Diva. I mean, she went hard. She actually, I would say she's the one that branched the competition out to more than just ball pythons and ball python breeders. So kudos to Gecko Diva for that.
Yeah. A female and a gecko breeder, and bringing it in for Canada too. So that was a good run, man. She did a lot.
And Chris favors the Hooters, and the Hooters, so he was very happy about that. I see Gerald out there. We can't forget about her sidekick. She's actually married, and Gerald's a great guy. VIP Morphs, so VIP Morphs Canada. So rock and roll. So are we gonna start bringing these people out of here? Because I'm sure people are gonna get tired of hearing my voice, and I want to hear some stories. I'm sure they're going to trigger memories, but I'd like to hear from some of the judges this year, and we'll discuss the whole shift in who was selected as judges. The criteria was a little different this year.
Yeah. Let's bring out the judges, introduce them. Wow, look at that. Troy looks great tonight, I must say.
So I'm just going to say that before the Trump administration, there was some diversity on this panel. I don't know what happened.
That checks out. It's a new America, Brian. It's a new America.
I don't know.
Troy's been outside a little too much. He's turning color.
Well, I might be able to pass for more Puerto Rican than Brian. I've been here more times in the last probably 10 years than he has.
Are you in Puerto Rico right now?
I am in Puerto Rico right now. as we
My
speak.
my hermano, actually, I was in Puerto Rico 2 weeks ago. I was there 2 weeks ago. I stood
Yep.
at the Royal Sonesta. It's such a beautiful, beautiful place. But yes,
Yep.
you do win that. You've been there more than me in the last 10 years. You definitely
Yeah.
win that. So with that said, Troy, introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm Troy from Balls and Strikes Pythons. I got the beat down by Polly there 2 years ago in 15 Minutes of Lame, and I'm happy to be on this panel with a couple of other breeders that did not win, that are clearly the top breeders in the country, other than, clearly in the winners or not. So there we go.
So I do want to mention you were my my number one loser. Like I had you favored for second place.
Oh yeah, thank you so much. And actually, Paul did a great job on 15 Minutes of Lame, and honestly, that interacting with all the other breeders and contestants was completely worth being in the contest alone. More, just building those relationships and just having a great time, and just especially Paul. Like me and Paul went at it, like on camera anyway, at each other, but behind the scenes, like that guy is just an awesome guy. So
Yeah, I remember. I think one of Paul's gripes were like everyone in the competition was in less than 3 years or so, and you've been around for like 12, so he didn't think it was fair for you to be in the competition.
well, I mean, that's a pretty good argument. But we do have one of those in the competition this year too, also from my home state of South Carolina, that have been around and have been well established, and so that same argument can be made as well. But yeah, I haven't been around for quite as long in the breeding game as probably most people think. I'm just old, so they assume I've been around forever. So they just see
All right,
all
so
the
let's move
gray
on.
and assume this dude's been at it forever. But no, I mean, this is, I think, breeding, like full breeding season. This is only like season 8 for us right now, full on breeding season. So yeah, so I
it's
have about
true.
6
You
years
look
in.
old, so people think that it's been 30 years. I
Yes,
agree.
exactly.
It's kind of like this answer. It feels like it's been going for 30 years.
I tried to cut him
Right.
off. None of you
That's
helped
right,
me.
Patrick. That's right,
I was
Patrick.
doing the double dutch, and I'm like, somebody help. And
No, you tried hard, Brian, and I was like, let's see how much longer this goes for, and then
Nope,
it kept
I'll shut up
going.
now. You're all good. Yeah.
so Patrick, go ahead. You see, if I had control, I would have muted him like I used to like do to Jason. But Patrick, introduce yourself. Someone else. Not for nothing. I just want to say something real quick. Sorry, Patrick.
No,
and it
it's
won't
fine,
be the
Brian. Just
last
cut me off.
time I
It's cool.
cut you
It's
off.
fine. No big deal.
It won't be the last time.
We're here for you. No, it makes sense.
There you go. So I just want to say none of these people really need introduction. This is an amazing cast of judges as far as what they do in the industry, what they do in society, and who they are as human beings. So I'm actually quite impressed. All right, even though you're all technically losers, I am very impressed. But back to you, Patrick.
Nobody, thank you. That was so kind, just so generous and kind. And I know it was heartfelt. So, just truly thank you from all of us. Yeah, I'm Patrick McKnight. Let's see, Aura Reptiles now. You all might have known me as McKnight Stables, Chimera. I just kind of changed names. It's fine, guys. No big deal. And then also the co-owner of Phenome for shed testing stuff. So yeah, fun times. Let's see. I was actually the first guest on 15 Minutes of Lame, and was in the season with old Shane up there. And Shane, I think literally like the first day of like campaigning, he did some stupid video where he was out like acting like he was an actual candidate. And I was just like, nah, I'm not putting this effort into it. It's like, no, this isn't even worth it. No, I'm done. So, I tell myself if I'd put effort into it, I think I had him, but I didn't put effort into it. So you know what, Shane, it's okay. I'm not bitter. It's you're bitter, not me. It's fine.
Patrick,
Yeah.
you have a lot going on, man. Let him have the belt.
Oh, it's all good, buddy. I still love you. We'll get through this.
No,
together.
we're good. We're good. I mean, I got the shirt,
No, you know what? You did. I have no arguments there. So it's okay. It's all right.
I
think it's worked
wonder
out for
what
both
people
of
thought.
us.
I'm sorry, Patrick. Pat, what like, did any of you ever think about what the hell people thought watching him videotape himself on that campaign? Because he did some funny stuff.
Yeah. You know, I just stopped paying attention to Shane so early on in the process. I just thought it wasn't creative and it was lame and it just
Truth be told, I won the contest like days in advance. Like I remember this specifically. I was in my snake room looking at my sticker door, and Chris messaged everyone and said, like, look, Shane's clearly in the lead. Do you guys all tap out? Everyone said they tapped out, and I was like, boom, I won, man. Tears came down my face. I was like, winner.
Can we talk about the actual drama real fast that Shane actually shouldn't have won? Because
It was an algorithm break or cheating or something, right? Like
yeah,
Saudi
RVA
Arabia.
Exotics. I'm gonna go on record for the first time ever. I had no issues with what he did. I thought it was okay giving an animal away for votes. I was okay with it. It was definitely against the spirit of the rules, but it was not against the rules. And so he was definitely bullied out of the group, which was delightful to watch. But I think Michael from RVA was actually the winner because he was willing to give away a $5,000 animal for that victory. And none of us were willing to do that.
All right. I'm going to clear the air here, though. I was the one saying, no, bring it on. I accept the fucking challenge.
No, you're right. You were. But let's be real. That animal won that animal actually is who won 15 Minutes of Lame that year.
And I would say the belt says otherwise.
And I have to agree. Shane did what he had to do. He did what he had to do to win.
Now, got us all to bully somebody out of the competition.
So Shane, 6 years later, was it worth it? Like was the campaign?
Oh yeah.
How so?
Yeah. Man, I mean, that was like my breakout year. Won the competition. I've been involved ever since. So like I get to meet all the new contestants year after year. I mean, it was a great experience. Plus, I got Chris Eaton as a friend out of all that too. I mean, it was a great experience, man.
No, I definitely agree. It creates that bonding. It's also something that it's a community. You guys are actually, and I wish I could be a part of it, but I'll always just be a guest. But you're part of a community within a community because there's no denying the impact that, ironically, something with the title lame or the word lame in the title, the impact that it has done for the community. Why don't we hear from the harp? We do have a couple other losers here that we haven't heard from yet. So why don't we hear from them first, and then we'll get into some of the great stories. You want to introduce yourself, Josh and Alicia?
Yeah, we're Josh and Alicia Harbin. We've been at this 6 years on our own. There was a little bit of a family legacy before us that we ended up carrying the torch for, but this competition is something we wanted to enter to propel our skill set because we're old and we're not good at the internet.
we're still not good.
We remember when the internet was born.
Yeah, but no, I mean we enjoyed being the best losers last year. We still feel like we kind of got robbed, but that's okay. We're going to be still carrying on some part of this, which is kind of cool that he asked us to do this, and we're stoked to be able to judge because we're gonna give these guys hell this year and just see what they can put up with.
That's exciting to hear because first of all, I just don't see you guys giving hell, so it's kind of scary. I can't imagine what that definition of giving hell means. Also,
well, the year with the Harbins, I mean, there's still people out there that say they should have won. I mean, that was a year of a tiebreaker and all that. It was neck and neck. It was a good year, competitive.
They would have absolutely ruined the competition.
But to echo what you're saying, Brian, like it created that family. When we see like our competitors at shows, like, oh, how have you been? You remember that video we did together? And it creates that bond, that family.
So I thought Josh was agreeing with me that if they won, it would have ruined the competition. Right after I said,
no, I'm just trying to turn away from that and make it a wholesome conversation.
Well, but the reason is just to top that, it would never happen. top the quality of breeder, I don't think it would ever happen again. So when Josh says, you know, they've only been doing it for 6 years, that's kind of like the sound bite you take from that. But don't skip over that word legacy. They had a huge jump start there, and that legacy is great.
He had a pretty darn good mentor.
Yeah.
He taught us
Sure
a lot about
did.
snake.
Why don't
He
you just
worked for-
share a little bit of and again
Well, I mean,
uh
I'm married into this family, and Tom was actually my mentor coming out of veterinary school, also because I'm a vet and he was a veterinarian, and so I worked with him, and I was super close to Tom for all those years because we bonded on so many levels. But then when we started kind of hanging out with him at snake shows, just kind of playing around, like going, let's go see what the family's up to, and we ended up fallen in love with the community and learning so much from him over the last few years. And so we do have a mic. Okay. Can y'all hear us?
Does our
Okay?
sound crappy?
You've been, yeah, you're coming through perfectly on my end, so there's
Okay.
got to be.
so Josh, it sounds good on your side, but Alicia, it's not coming
not-
through clearly. when
I'm not
it's
strong
cutting
enough,
out.
probably. My voice isn't strong enough. But I mean, he passed in 2024. We had already been on the interview. We had our interview in February of 2024. So we were running that race as ourselves, right out the
Yes.
gate. And then I guess a lot of people maybe, thought, well, they don't need this. They don't need this thing because they already have this propelling legacy to follow. But I don't agree. We were newbies. We ran our side thing, without Tom for so long. He was our mentor, and we joined with him at certain things. And so then we took over, taking care of all his stuff. And so that was a whole new burden that a lot of people probably wouldn't have dealt with, or maybe they would have pulled right out of the race because we were going through a lot, and we decided, no, we're gonna go through this because we did promise Chris, and we're definitely those kind of people. And so now we're just trying to keep that legacy going and keeping Tom's that same kind of vibe that he gave. There's no way we could ever, be that level of a mentor, but we're trying to be there for people and trying to give that positive outlook on the community, and trying to help as many people as we can. So that's his legacy, is all the help that he gave to so many people over the years.
So
Yeah, and I got to commend you guys because I don't know if everyone was fully aware, but you guys were competing in 15 minutes of lame, taking care of your collection and your jobs and normal life in Tennessee, and then spending half of your week in Alabama taking care of all of Tom's stuff. So you guys were living life on the road and managing a campaign. So good job, man. Good job, you guys.
No, definitely a lot to juggle. And I just want to say that your personalities, they're just exactly what we need more of in the reptile community. I know that when I met you guys in person at where was that?
Southeast, Southeast,
Southeast.
yeah.
Oh, okay. At Sear, when I met you guys there, you have that aura. And a matter of fact, we weren't even talking reptiles. We were talking about my dog being on the raw diet. And you were just sharing, your expertise and opinions on it. So it's just great to have that. And again, I think you would have ruined the competition. So I'm glad you lost. Okay. But one of the things that you didn't do, and I've always said it, I mean, people, you hear this all the time. The greatest success comes from pushing past your comfort zones, and you guys definitely displayed that. And that's one of the beautiful things about this competition. It helps people push past their comfort zones, not just in this reptile community thing we do, but just in life. Okay. And when you start pushing past those comfort zones, you'll see how they'll overlap in other areas. So yeah, maybe it's lame here, but the things that come out of it are really great. So thank you guys for sharing. All right. So all right, Shane, I did my part. I promised 26 minutes.
Well, you got to introduce me. I'm a judge too.
Oh, I didn't even know you were
one
a judge.
cares
I'm sorry. I
about
thought you were like the
Shane.
MC,
Oh my
bro. I'm sorry.
God.
Oh,
Yeah, man. So I'm the tiebreaker judge. Hopefully nothing gets to me, but if there's a tie, I choose the winner. So, and I'm a host, so I'm a tiebreaker judge and a host.
There you go. The host with the most. All righty. All right. So, what's different this year? If you guys haven't noticed, we've touched on it a few times. Outside of Shane, who will only play a factor if there is a tie, all of these judges are losers. They all lost in the previous competitions. And considering their resumes, even the Puerto Rican guy, the honorary honor, you're not getting you're getting honorary because you like mofongo. Okay.
Oh, had some today at Kaya Caribe in downtown San Juan. So absolutely.
I knew you would.
Spoken
But
through his native tongue. You could just hear the accent. True
you
Puerto
hear,
Rican.
you hear him rolling that R, right? There's not
Yeah,
even
I
an
can
R
hear
in
it.
mofongo.
Yeah.
But he rolls it.
He's
But
trying.
but
Mofongo.
impressive resumes across the board. You guys have really, really impressive resumes across the board. Why don't you share like at least one of the greatest experiences you had throughout the competition? I understand, like Patrick said, he wasn't gonna do what Shane was doing, but I'm sure something positive came out of it besides meeting me, because you wouldn't have met me if I didn't know Chris. So
Oh man. That was so long ago. It was really what positive came from this? Actually, I think this sounds really dumb. Like more friendship with Chris. Chris and I had only met once before 15 Minutes Lame, at a Texas show, and so he had me on by recommendation of JT Tomlinson, and then after the show, he's like, "Yeah, this is not how I expected it to go." He's like, "I thought you were just some dumb fuck from Texas," and I was like, "Well, close." So I think that was the best part of like 15 Minutes of Lame for me, was just like it was, getting to be friends with Chris, and then some of that network, right? I'm real big on networking and think that's a really important part of all of this. And so I had a network that was separate from this whole side, and so it was nice to develop that.
So I haven't done a show, and this guy like literally would be in every one of my shows harassing me, and here he comes. You see, he just followed me all the way over here just to harass me. Actually, I remember when Chris had announced that you did have half a brain. I'm like, then why is he breeding ball python?
You're not
So
wrong.
So that kind of shocked me there. So what about you? What about you, Troy?
Yeah, I agree with Patrick as far as networking, meeting people. But some of the videos, making some of the videos probably, and bouncing ideas off other guys that was in that season. And even a guy that wasn't a competitor who helped me a lot was Jay, who was in this competition now as well. And but not just that, but being able to kind of even go on other shows and spread the word of 15 Minutes of Lame, just having so much fun with everybody in the competition, and trying not to take it too seriously. Because in the beginning, I was like, I want to win this. Leviathan lives 90 miles down the street. So, I didn't want them to be able to hold that over my head, which they never have, honestly. But they didn't vote for me either. So what the hell is up with that? But at any rate, and my guy Shane didn't vote for me either, freaking dick. But anyway,
It's coming out. It's all coming out, guys.
No, right? No. But seriously,
I know what they were going to cheat you.
These guys, no, seriously, these guys are all amazing except Patrick. And
Fair.
but I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love Patrick. I kid.
Troy, I did think that the Leviathan was going to cheat, and I was just happy that at least in that situation they did the right thing. So I'm happy for that.
Oh, they were
shout outs to Wiz real quick. I see Wiz Constrictor up in here. If you guys don't know, he's one of 3 people that inspired me to do these podcasts. So if you really want to blame someone, have at it. That's the guy. It's his fault. Okay, go blame him. It was his crappy YouTube videos like 5-6 years ago. All his fault. All right. So what about you, Shane?
What about me? What was the best part of competing?
Yeah, something that came out of it outside of notoriety, and now you get to go to all these reptile shows, and you're like the famous bald guy and all that good stuff.
It was really the bonds that I made with some of the contestants. Like like Jeremy Bod's a good one, for example, man. I still talk to Bods, you know, and it was all about networking, similar stuff, friendship with Chris. Like there was a lot of good that came out of it. Notoriety, bragging rights for a year, you know, it was great.
For a year, you still bragging. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Anytime it's brought up, I'm gonna beat that drum. Choo-choo-choo.
Absolutely.
Guys, it's all
Absolutely.
he
There-
has. Just let him have it. It's okay.
Nope.
Let him have it. He has the real belt. You guys don't know. He has the real belt.
Yeah.
It's like Mona Lisa.
No, that's
He has
awesome.
the real one. The fake belt travels the country.
That checks
Yeah.
out.
And what about you guys? What was like your greatest takeaway from the
I mean, the
contest?
obvious
you
is
were-
definitely the friendships that we made with the other competitors. Just we did several collabs together. That was awesome. Being able to kind of hash things out back and forth, and then we being a married couple, also a team together, we had to come up with I Get Diz together. So it kind of just strengthened that. Some days it weakened it. Like we had a few brawls here and there. But we learned so much. Neither one of us were really good about promoting ourselves and like not bragging, but sort of bragging, like, look at this cool stuff. And it kind of taught us to get out of that and be like, we're showing off what we are doing here. That's part of the business, is promoting ourselves. And so that gave us that ability and comfort to do it. So I think we both needed that.
Nice.
Right on.
All right. Well, that's enough of the past. Who cares? It's over. It's done with. Winners won, losers lost, and here we are with the losers. So let's talk about the future. What can we expect from this competition? We have a whole different, it's a whole different lens that's actually passing judgment, and I'm a little scared. Like I've already seen Troy, show that he's still holding resentment. Just fortunately,
not at all.
it's not against.
Oh,
Shane.
and Patrick too. Patrick's been holding the grudge for 6 years.
I haven't thought about it once. It's fine.
Exactly.
It's fine.
Exactly.
Let's hear what these judges are looking for in contestants, though. It could be a whole new set of criteria. You never know.
More nudity.
All right, that's easy.
Wait.
More
Have you
nudity.
seen? I haven't, and I don't know the contestants. Like, would we want that?
Yeah. Do we want that? Please. Of course. Of course.
So, which of the contestants, Patrick, would you really want to see nude? I need
all
to.
of them. No, it's not even a
research.
question. Just all of them. Here's the deal. I think one of the most fun moments on the 15 minutes lame competition is when Portuguese pythons came on topless with the 15 minutes shaved on his chest. I just think that was a quality moment. Okay. And I think we need more moments like that. That's all.
And this is why they say that genius told the line of insanity.
Okay. First off, never claimed to be a genius. Second, definitely insane.
All right. So
I will say
what about you,
Gerald
Troy?
from VIP Morphs, he probably showed more skin on 15 Minutes Lame than any other contestant. So, and he didn't win either. So, but
By the
we're
way-
saying that's going to change this year.
By
More
the way,
skin, more votes.
that's how he got
Darian
Crystal.
showed a lot of
because-
skin.
Yeah, that's how he got Crystal, and I think he still rocks his 6-pack. Farm boy stays in shape. So,
Yeah, he
what
should.
about you guys?
Ah.
What can we expect?
Well, I'm going to be extremely judgy. I mean, I'll just put it that way. Like, I'm extremely bitter. This is still very fresh. Okay. And so they all need to step it up. I've watched all the interviews again, and I've got a big old list of problems that I'm seeing. So we'll just see if they can figure it out.
Oh my God.
I'm so glad I'm not
There.
the only one. Thank you for saying
I am
that.
the girl here, so I've got to be the nag, don't I, or something. So,
Jesus. I'm over here asking for tits, and she's like, y'all need to do better on your homework. Your videos blow.
Mom voice came out.
So we're gonna have a variety. The panel brings variety. Okay, all right.
we all want to
so
see
we're
something
gonna.
a little bit different, it sounds like.
All right. So that's good to hear. So are you guys, because I'm gonna be honest, the judges have all been soft in the last few years. I think they have been so like, oh, you should do this and this work for me. No, I think you guys should ride them. I really think you should make people quit breeding before the competition's over.
Buddy,
Ah.
I continually tell people to stop fucking breeding snakes, and no one's listening. Okay. Like,
They pay you to be told that.
guys, people pay me to tell them that their collection sucks. Okay. Brian, I do everything I can, bud. I'm trying so hard. I'm doing the Lord's work here.
Listen, if you want to branch out, reach out. I'll work for you. I have no problem telling them how bad their collection is. None at all.
Well,
All right, so Shane,
do any of you guys have friends competing this year? Are you going to be able to stay like unbiased and all that?
What are
Totally.
friends?
Yeah. Patrick
I
doesn't
know,
I knew
yeah,
Patrick was going to say that.
help him out.
We all knew where this was going. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna want to know who knows who because I want to see those conflicts. But Shane, you didn't answer the question. You've been part of this now for the entirety of the competition. What do you plan on doing? Anything different? Do you see yourself being the bridge to the old original format? What do you think?
I'm looking at it as I'm semi-retired. I don't have to be as active in judging. So if it comes down to two people, I'm just going to pick the person that I believe will carry the legacy the best. Who's going to be here in 5-10 years? Like, that's what I'm looking at.
I don't know the rules. Crystal asked, are non-ball python breeders allowed to win this year?
Absolutely.
Yeah, she's throwing a jab. She's
As-
still bitter too, but
As the
yeah.
one person who collaborated with her and pushed for the gecko person to win, I hope so. I hope so. Specifically was voting against ball python people previously.
So
it's fine.
if you guys
We got a
want-
gargoyle gecko in, a gargoyle gecko breeder. Man, that's like a tongue twister. Gargoyle gecko breeder.
So why don't you guys list some of the people? Do you guys know all of the competitors? Have you already started checking out profiles and who these people are? Maybe we can talk about some of them. I think if they're not in the live right now, if you are a competitor, okay, and you are in this year's 15 minutes of lame, you need to chime in the live right now. And if you don't chime in, it's going to be held against you by the judges. So if you're watching and your friend's not in the live right now, I would suggest you reach out to them, all right? Because we're going to start this competition shit right now, all right? Because that's how Alicia wants to do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't want to see that.
You don't.
Judge,
You
you
don't see
don't
it
want
bad,
it.
Alicia.
Yeah. It's ugly. It's mean. I got
Y'all
busy.
gonna have to put them on the screen because I can't see the chat at all since I'm stuck on my phone here out in the harbor.
I'm
Well,
looking- I'm not
I
seeing
got an important question since it's a new batch of judges.
Wallace.
Do you guys want the competitors tagging you in all their campaign rails and stuff?
Oh.
Absolutely, I
I was
do.
gonna say, yeah, I got to get something out of this too, right? Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Harass the shit out
so
of
far,
us.
Firehouse has chimed in, and so has Flawless Exotic
I was
Creations.
gonna say Flawless did.
HJ
All right, okay.
is in there.
More
We
forges
already
in.
know Patrick
HJS,
is accepting titty pics,
Yes.
especially
And also you
Harry-
can buy animals from me. Whoever spends the most with me will get my vote. Just saying, guys, now.
We're kind of okay with that too.
We're okay with that.
We're good with
Yeah,
that.
we
Yeah,
can be bought.
Same
guys.
here. It looks
Well,
like all judges can be bribed.
Yeah, absolutely.
are open to
well,
bribery.
more Forge is letting you know they're here. They're doing it, and they're coming from two angles. All right, they want geckos and ball pythons. They're coming from both angles. So, geckos for the win this year. Wow, gecko people are really pushing hard. This is what happens.
That's
You
that.
know,
He's in the competition. That's Bobby, and yeah,
Okay.
the gargoyle breeder.
All right.
So.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
I
What
think
do
a lot
you
of
guys
people
all
here
say
forgetting-
about
Go ahead. Chad.
what do you guys all say about the people that don't compete or that drop out? You have any words for those people?
Well, it's like we told people last year is a missed opportunity. You know, you just I guess y'all just want to suck, and that's fine. I hated seeing some of the people that we expected to compete against just not do anything. I thought, why did you even first of all interview and waste a spot for somebody else that could have interviewed? And actually given us some more competition, and then more boost within that group. So I was kind of irritated by those people.
Oh my god,
I am
love
so
it.
sorry. I'm sorry.
I love it. I'm gonna be
reading-
honest.
I'm
I'm a
reading
little
Patrick.
opposite of Alicia on that one. I'm indifferent towards if people don't, because I think that there's two aspects to it. So there's the interview portion, which I think is super important. And I think that's why some people are there, is just for the interview portion. And the competition part is just ancillary, and they don't give a fuck. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think you're right. It is a missed opportunity but I don't really hold that against them because if they got what they needed and Chris got content, I feel like that's still a win-win for both people. They're just missing out on the long-term gains versus just the short gain or whatever they just wanted from the interview.
There you go, PhD. There you go. Oh, Mr. Screw all of them. Screw them all. Screw them all. They signed up. They didn't do their part. Screw them all.
I'm going to disagree to Patrick's disagree. I'm more on Alicia's side here that,
Fair enough.
yeah, I mean, you agreed to run in this competition when Chris invited you on. That was the whole thing about being on and him interviewing you for 15 minutes lane was because you agreed to be on. Now, that being said, life happens. If there's circumstances that just don't allow you to run, no worries. But if you're just not gonna do it because you're like, nah, whatever. Yeah, I'm not down for that. Like, you need to, like Shane said, you need to be able to raise that banner of this competition and further it along like past winners have done. Like past winners went on, made a whole documentary about this thing. I mean, you know, Shane for all these years is still carrying the flag of this competition. And I'm also going to say, do people on here like not know the Harbins here? I mean, yes, they're had an incredible mentor, and they also have been around for a lot longer. And they were not ball python heavy ever until more recently, and still not. Like, these people are more hognose than
people
anything.
Forget that's what we started in. We only had hognoses for years.
Like, when I think of the Herpin Harbins, my first thought is some of the best hog noses in the country. So, you know, but so, you know, there's a lot more, and there's other people in this competition that do a lot more than ball pythons as well. I just think kick ass on your reels, prove to us you're going to be around for a while. Prove to us you got a great collection. Post some of your animals. Let us know what you're working on, where your future is going to be.
Agreed.
And so, and if you don't know where your future is going to be, you better get a hold of the other guy on the screen right there, Patrick, so he can let you know how crappy your collection is and what you need to change.
Yeah.
You know, pay this guy some money.
Troy, let me piggyback off
you. Know, so
Troy, I want
go
to
ahead,
piggyback
Brian.
off you real quick. I don't know if you got sunburned, but I'm gonna piggyback off.
Yes, sir.
All right, so a lot of things have branched off the competition. You mentioned the documentary, an entire documentary series on ball python and breeders in the community has sprung off of former winners. So that just shows the magnitude and the potential. What I do want to say is, if you agree, and this just shows how things are in society today, because there were a time where we didn't need paperwork, we could shake hands and you'd kill yourself to make sure you honored your word, and I'm foolishly still stuck in that world, and I force my children to be the same, but we don't live in that world. But if you agree to do this, I just want you to challenge yourself. And the reason why I say that is, if you're going to take this seriously, and I think, and I'm looking at it, and I don't believe I mentioned Husbandry Pro, who said they're here, and there was another competitor in here that I don't think Gecko Cove. But if you're going to do this, I say challenge yourself, because this will give you an idea if you're willing to do whatever it takes to win at this. If you're really trying to do this for revenue and you're trying to run this like a business, again, this goes back to pushing past comfort zones, but it also shows discipline. So by agreeing to do it, I think it just reinforces, and sometimes we have doubt, but it reinforces why you're here in the first place, and that is to launch your business and to improve your business. And you're going to see that on a broad spectrum with different competitors.
Not just that, just running those reels, doing those collabs, just making funny videos and posting them. My followers on Instagram went up by 30% in 3 months.
Yeah. Just
promoting this competition, having fun with the other contestants, former judges or former winners. Just, you know, being a part of Fat Man Nation was just incredibly rewarding, and I hope they all really understand what a tool this entire competition can be to help propel your business forward and to get your brand in front of other people who may not have ever heard from you before or know who you are or what you're about. So this is a great opportunity to expand your business and to make a lot of connections.
Agreed. Agreed.
Yeah,
So,
I like how the competition's evolved to the point where you just know the whole month of December it's taken over all social media platforms, you know?
Yeah.
And then that gives me a month to just hang out and I don't have to worry about my own social media. I'm just watching 15 minutes of Lame. So
319 Reptiles. This contest
Yeah.
jump started my Instagram. I have 3 times the followers in just a
Yep.
year.
There you
And,
go.
and you were a little bit more
Amazing.
quiet than others. So it just shows that the proof is in the pudding. I just say you want to take this and just use it to go to the next level. And if you look at a lot of the people that are the quote unquote leaders of this ball python world, they are somehow connected to this at some point. And it's very interesting, either as sponsors or competitors or just close knit friends. Any way you want to look at it, most of the haves in this community have been connected to this, no matter what they want to say. Some of them hate to admit it, but it is the truth. I mean, look at Patrick here.
I know. I know. If only I had known. If only I had known.
All right, so we're going to be wrapping it up. Shane said 45 minutes, which is a lot of mine. But before we do, are there any questions from anyone in the chat? And we didn't even say hi to Shauna. Hey, what's up, Shauna? Who's making this happen? Thank you for sending me my link and reminding me we were doing this today. Chris let me know around 7 p.m. So that's awesome.
Shout out to Brian to actually like showing up to the show before it started too. So good job, Brian.
I'm working
Brian,
on it.
if it makes you
I'm
feel
being
better, I got at least 4 phone calls from Chris and multiple messages from Shauna, making sure I also would be here on time. So you're not alone in this one, buddy.
No, they wanted to hear. They were just like,
I don't know if they
Yeah.
wanted me here. I think one of those
So-
messages, Chris specifically said, "Patrick, be nice," and I was like, "I'll do my best."
So how's Chris doing? Pretty shitty. He's in the hospital still. I mean, that's just the reality. I guess if we want to say all things considered, he's doing well. He still has one leg, so that's a good thing. So for those of you that believe in the power of prayer, keep him in your prayer. For those that don't, I pray for you. And just keep him in your good thoughts and send out those good vibes. But yeah, he's a tough motherfucker, man. He's Gen X, guys. We're built different. We're built different, and he's tough. He's tough as hell. So
He is built different currently than most of us. He's missing some parts.
yeah. Did you guys get to see my Halloween Chris?
No.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that was a good one.
I'll send it to you, Patrick. It was a one-legged skeleton in a wheelchair.
God, that's amazing.
Oh, I did see that. That was hilarious.
That thing was so cool. Let's see here. So Robert says, I met Chris. What was that? I met Chris when I was donating a photo booth, which is another one of my side hustles. Shameless plug, but you do that, brother. At one of the Southeast Reptile shows, I donated our services because I knew Bob would get great content. Okay, good, nice. I can see that. Definitely rock and roll. Great shows like Seer to grow our community and teach the average person about what we love. Rock and roll. Sounds good. Picks. So how do they send?
Oh no.
How do they get the legal consent to send you their picks? This is coming from Park Arts.
Oh, Zach.
He's not kidding.
No, he'll do it. He's doing it. He's probably doing it right now.
There's only one episode of Late to the Mic we ever had to remove, and it was Zach's. So I am worried all of a sudden. Worried. But you know what?
Opened up the
I
can
asked
of
for
worms.
it, and here we are. I guess this is legal consent currently to please send all pictures to my Instagram, and I'm gonna have to let the social media manager and my wife know whatever's about to happen is gonna happen.
I just recommend that you guys read his fine print, all right? Because he owns those photos once you send them to him.
It's true. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure we can make some money off this, guys. It's gonna be good.
All right. So, what do you recommend? What's the last thing? We're about to rock and roll. We're going into the holidays. Real content got to blow up. What do you guys recommend? Last thought before we sign off. Let's go. And Shane, you'll end this. So my last
All right.
thing is, like I said, stick to it. If you're in it, stick to it. Create a schedule like work, and have fun while working your business. Patrick?
Yeah, be creative. I think that's a big thing. I think some of the funnier skits we've seen are the ones that are more memorable. So just do something different, be creative, and try and stand out.
Try to come out on the other end a better contestant than you were when you started.
Yeah.
Like learn some new
Nice.
skills, develop yourself, get stronger, show off your animals. So just try to focus on your improvement to be better at what you can be
And that,
in the lamest way possible,
yeah.
of course.
and that consistency. We want to see something very, very consistent, whether it's daily or every other day, something. Come up with that schedule, like Brian was saying, just so that you stay consistent throughout the competition.
And I love how the
Yeah.
Harbins lead by example, because their mic has been consistently shitty this episode, but
Yeah.
they've been consistent. Okay.
Consistent.
Don't buy these.
But if definitely consistency, set up a schedule, be consistent about it, hold yourself to it, and come out better than you went in. And I think most people that participated in this will agree that happened. Okay. Including Patrick, because his life was really shitty before the competition.
Totally. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm a true
Oh,
rags
great
to riches
question.
story.
Great question. Robert Mendez wants to know, when they create their content and they post, are we doing specific hashtags? I know I used to always share and put 15 MOL. We'll circle back to that, and we'll make sure that Chris gets that information to all of you guys.
Tag all the judges though. Tag them all.
They love
Absolutely. Yeah, tag us all for sure. I'll try
They
to share as
love it.
many as I can that I get tagged in as well.
Is it just
Rock
me
and
or is
roll.
Troy getting darker the longer this episode's going on?
Yeah, he's on a cruise, so we're gonna
Dude, you know what?
give him-
Shout out to Princess Cruise Line's Wi-Fi for hanging in there this long. I'm shocked that it's been this good. So
Now I don't know, because I was able to do full like conference calls and everything. I think you got jerked. You got
dude, you
jerked.
just went to Bermuda. You weren't on a real cruise. Like, come on. You went like 2 hours out to Bermuda and back.
I didn't
He
even get.
just called
I
you
didn't
a
even
poor,
get.
Brian. I
He
think that's what
did,
just
he did.
happened.
He did.
Did he even?
sure did.
I don't even know if Brian's ship left New York Harbor. Come on.
Wow.
I'll just say this: I didn't even get off the cruise though, like on the second island, because I was like, same as the first one. I'm like, the beach is
Yeah,
a beach,
I don't think the
man.
Staten Island ferry counts as a cruise, Brian.
That's fair. I don't know if he's wrong. I don't know if
And,
he's
and
wrong.
put on your thick skin, guys, because these guys are gonna let you have it. All right, they are gonna let you have it. There go some hashtags right there below. Thank you, Shauna. 15 hashtag
Fatman Nation.
15MOL. Hashtag Fatman Nation and hashtag 15 minutes of lame. Share the stuff to your stories, share it to your YouTube and all of your social media platforms, and have fun. I think at the end of all of this, we want to have fun, right, Shane? And what's
That's right.
Your last takeaway, Shane?
Have fun, be creative, be respectful, follow directions. How about that? Voting starts Thanksgiving Day. Any votes that are cast before that are wiped. So you just start campaigning on Thanksgiving Day, guys. That goes out to all the contestants.
Oh, can I add to that? Like, if,
No.
if
Yeah.
you're gonna be disrespectful, at least get a hold of that other contestant you're gonna be disrespectful of to make sure it's okay with them.
I don't think it's disrespectful if you get consent. It's the
Yeah,
whole
it
thing
doesn't
behind
work like
disrespect.
Yeah, well, there's a
Well,
common sense
publicly-
factor there.
publicly.
You know,
Publicly.
What is this?
I mean, you know.
No, there's no. This is competition. This is what I'm talking about. You guys are acting like millennials right now. Okay, this
Nah,
participation
I mean-
trophy. Be respectful. Have at
Well,
it,
that's
guys.
true.
Get
I mean,
dirty.
it's all good fun. It's all in good fun. That's what everybody, all the contestants need to have in mind. It's all in good fun. Don't take anything personal. If someone's gonna come at you or make some funny memes about you or whatever, because they all made funny ass memes about me, especially Paulie. Absolutely hysterical. I mean, he even buried me on a video. So there's that too. So
Is someone going to
So,
tell
you know,
Troy that no one
just
actually
have
likes him?
fun, be
Somebody
funny,
gonna-
be creative, just like these guys are saying. And you know what? It doesn't even have to be funny. Just be memorable. It can be dark and freaking disgusting. Who knows? Just
Wow.
be freaking memorable.
Yeah. Be memorable. I like
Yeah.
that. So Shane, you want to wrap this up for us? And I just want to remind everyone, I picked all 5 champions. Just want to put that out there. And 2 of them were kind of real long shots. So if you want a shot at this, I'd recommend you slide in my DM.
Wow.
Well, Brian, we'll be looking forward to who you're calling out for this year. And to everyone again out there, voting starts Thanksgiving Day. Start your campaigning then. Big shout out to Chris, man. I hope you heal up fast. We're all rooting for you. And until next time, guys, rock on.
Bye, guys.
Absolutely love you, Chris. Get well, man.
Bye, guys.
See you guys.